Teścik raz, dwa, teścik raz, dwa. Dobra, kontynuacja. Giereczki na to. Raven. Teraz. Armory, to. Blast. Te piece całe, kurwa, grzewczy, czy co tutaj jest. Okej, let's go. Kontynuujemy. Read mission log? No, kurwa, nie potrzebuję. Jest jeden, kurwa, angryp. Chcę go wykajtować. Tutaj jak podejdę, to możliwe, że on usłyszy to. Tak jak myślałem. Okej, tylko teraz by się przydało tak przejść. Pytanie, czy on tu będzie przechodzić. Idziesz, czy nie idziesz? Dobra, on przeszedł. O kurwa. Ale przypał. Ale przypał. On tu chodzi, serio? Kurwa! Nie wiedziałem, jaki ma, kurwa, te chodzonko. Nie, tam chyba szli. Nie. Aha, czyli był jeden tylko tutaj, okej. I tak by narobił problemów. Jakaś racja by się przydała. Dobra, stun grenady. Tu jeździ jakiś hak. w sumie mogłem tutaj uciec, tak? No a jak? Okej. Spadłem! Coś się do lawy, o kurwa. Spaliłem się. Ajajaj. To jest pierwsza wyjebka, to lubię. Snake, kurwa, Snake! Nie, chłopie, kurwa. Nie wiem, na tym krzyżaku grać? Kurwa, zaraz muszę wziąć od PS4 pada. Ale nie będę mógł sterować. Dziwnie się steruje po prostu na analogu. Haku, o, myszka jakaś. Aha, żeby nie strąciły. O kurwa, ale chujowo. Jak w ogóle kuca tam, że się ten... Że nie spadł, dobra. Fanty, coś. Jest. Sokom. Sokoma to akurat mam pula. O kurwica. On zejdzie sobie. To klika. Okej. Tu mamy C4 bomb. Biegł elegancko. Dobra. Sentry gun. RI for deployment. Dobra. Okej, gaz, para. Dwa gorąca. Okej. O! Nic mi to nie robi? Dobra, tam są jakieś pociski, ale pula mam, to nie potrzebuję. Ach, cholera. Czefika. Uno. Jaming. Okej, fanty pozbierałem, bardzo fajnie. Na czym polega żart? Aha, to jest miejsce po prostu do fantów. Jak to wygląda? Aha, muszę się wczołgać? No tak. Bezsensowne takie miejsce trochę. No nie jest, a jest tak, para jedna gryzie, dobra. Pięknie. Okej. Teraz do chłodni. Kurwa, ile to mi zajęło na tym PS1 grać, ja pierdzielę. Tutaj w 6 godzinach gierka. Amunicja. Chyba full będzie tam. Dobra. Zadziałało, wcześniej mi coś nie chciało kliknąć. O kurwa. Specnaz. No niedobrze, nie mam kurwa tego. Wyłączyłem, kurwa ojebana. To ci silnik. Każdy chyba zabity. Da mi co nieco jakieś fanta. To zabij się. Wyjebka będzie jak nic. Nie mam kurwa life'a. Nie mam life'a. Jest przypał. Snake! Snake! Może bym nade'ami porzucał kurwa coś, a nie tak. Bo amunicji jest, ale tych rationów ja kurwa kompletnie nie... A, body armor mam jeszcze. No zobacz. Z body armorem pogramy. Próbuję z granatami zagrać jeszcze. A? Teraz zobaczymy filmik. Kurwa tego. Poka mi filma. Ach, cholera. To tyle. Damn. Próbuję granaty. Kurwa, one będą wypadać. Aj. Najgorsze jest to, że muszę podbiegać do nich, nie? Sterowanie było kurwa tragiczne w tej grze, nie? Czekaj, armor. Na kurwianka. Wydaje, że chyba 3 razy tylko upadają, tak? Wyjebał się jeden, wyjebał się drugi i wyjebał się trzeci. I bez body armora bym tego nie porobił. Nice. Holy shit! O kurwa, Jaminga tutaj są te. Ała! Dobra, nie widziałem tego. Stoką full. Ration jakiś? Jest. O kurwa, Claymore! Łatwiutko. No to fullaż kurwa jest z Claymura. Wyjebałem się, chciałem go podnieść. Czyli traffic, znaczy ten, no. Traffic i kurwa czołganie się, tylko nie wiem jaki za... O kurwa, to ładnie mnie prawiło. Full. Claymury teraz się bodajże przydadzą na Revena. Sokom albo Famas i Famas, dobrze. Sokom jest full. No dobra. Na windę mam nadzieję, że na windzie nie ma żadnych kurwa minek. Typ. Jedziemy. Jeszcze niżej, jeszcze niżej. Tam, gdzie temperatura sięga 0. O, kroki. Lecimy, lecimy. 2 dni w dół. 2 nisko. Pizdu jest kol. Karnol! O kurwa, nie.
I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah?
And then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
O kurwa.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
O kurwa.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
But
you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja? Too many strange things are happening.
are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
O kurwa.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Ale się dziwne rzeczy dzieją. Naomi może być szpiegiem. Ale cyrk. Naomi Hunter, w sumie Hunter. Nazwisko, kurwa, podejrzane. Cold freeze as fuck. Kruki nakurwiają dalej. Nikita Missile. To się też może przydać akurat do tego bossa chyba. C4 Bomb. Stinger, może Stinger bardziej będę mógł mierzyć, jak będzie szedł i będę je... To będzie dobre, to będzie dobre. Aczkolwiek sterowane te... Wow, tu Jamie jest, nie będę go i tak widział, to... Armor musi być, jednego sobie rzępnę. Chyba wszystko. Dobra. Raven. Kurwa, co on ma na plecach? Baniek z amunicją.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle.
O kurwa,
The Ravens
japońskie
and
to.
I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating?
Move. The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Ah, your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
Come on! To akurat jest chyba ciekawa bitwa. Ups! Chyba mu kurwa nic nie zrobiłem. Ale to nie szkodzi. W każdym przejściu aha, on strzela w ścianę. Dostał, teraz zapiekło go. To jest taki problem, że ja sobie tutaj dwa wejścia, kurwa. Tu nie ma w ogóle tych. Zaraz zacznie chyba rozpierdzielać te. Próbujemy. Kurwa, no akurat idzie tam tą drogą, gdzie... Kurwita. Dawaj, dziadek! Kurwa, to lagowało, ja pierdolę w tym czasach. Najgorzej, bo on chyba zacznie jeszcze biegać i to jest kurwa najgorsze i rozwalać te kontenery. Już zaczął biegać. No. Fajnie, że go mogę widzieć przez to. Dawaj, dawaj, dawaj. Kurwa. To jeszcze siebie zabił. Ha! Czy mogę bez namierzania go, to trudno. Aaaa! Ale mi zajebał. O kurwa, odgrodził tego. Swoją minę! Ja pierdolę w to nie wlazł wcześniej. Bo ona została za kontenerem. Nie, ale fail. It can't be! Snake! It can't be! Kurwa. Ale dobre jest z tym Stingerem, tylko ciężko. Nie wiem, czy mogę go kurwa karabinem jakoś uszczelić, ale bym musiał być bliżej. Albo C4 bump. Na początku jest spoko, bo on sobie chodzi tego tam, ale później jak zaczyna biegać, kurwa. Ładnie, ładnie, przypiekło. Kurwa. Dobrze. Właśnie tu nie chciałem, żebyś biegł. Cios za cios. Kurwa, mocno bije. On też jest do Stingerka chyba. Dobra, rozpierdalam mapę już. Tam jest trafiłem. Kurwa, rozjebał mi. Każdy mówią, no nie mówią ten. Suminki tam jakbym kurwa leciał. Ale rurę robi, jebany. Kurwa, ale leci za mną. Plecy, ładnie mu zajebałem. Nie wyliczył. Wszyscy. Kurwa mać. Teraz są dwie opcje, albo przez środek pójdzie, albo na koniec i do mnie. Kurwa, rozwalił mi pociskiem. Kurwa, tędy mnie myknie. Jest! Ale dostałem jeszcze ciosa, kurwa. Cud, że miałem full życia.
Just as the boss said,
Nie ma
my existence, which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In
Jedzą go
that
po
way,
prostu.
I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will
Numer 7.
open that door.
Czy nie?
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
What is it?
DARPA Chief.
That was not the DARPA chief.
To nie był DARPA Chief.
It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
Decoy Octopus.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself.
Kurwa, mnie maska.
But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless.
Ale się rzuciłem na niego.
There's always an end to it. You are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
Ale go szybko opierdoliły jak szarańcza normalnie. Nic nie zostało, nawet szkieleta, kurwa. Versus Vulcan Raven.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at
Ale
all.
gwałki.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Na przykład tą grupą co Tura to
Different
jest.
group. It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then.
Jak
We've
ma
got to
fanę, to
figure
jest
out who
wszystko.
she is and what she's
Chuj wie
doing
to.
here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
No i krótko, kurwa, z dziadem. Zobaczmy Ravena jeszcze. Stała plama krwi i potężny minigun. Nic nie zostało, nawet kości, kurwa. Nową kartę dostaliśmy, numer 7. Ostatni poziom. Dostępu wszędzie. To jest dostęp. O kurwa. Ale grubo. A! Ty kurwa, ty! Piękna sprawa. Tun, tun, tun. Kurwa, ale mnie porobili. Kurwa, ile tych jest tu. Na górę jeszcze tam można było wejść. Jeszcze się wrócę. Chciałbym zobaczyć, co tam jest. Kurwa, jakie givery. Angel Missile. Dobra, Finger. I teraz będzie zoom. Melogir. Kurwa. Zoom. Zoom. Kurwa. Racja tam jest. Dla jednego czefika, dlaczego by nie? Dobry deal. Do wody mogę? Co to oznacza? Że umrę? Życie mi spada, dlaczego, kurwa? Radioaktywna może jakieś, kurwa, odpady. Kurwa, bardzo możliwe. Halo! Kurde.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal
Kurwica.
Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling.
No
It's
właśnie,
too
podejrzane.
quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yup, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Dobra. Teraz to ja chciałbym na dzień dobry Wziąć, kurwa, sobie mailinga i sobie zasejwować w razie czego, jakby
Naomi
coś się
wasn't
odbyło.
acting strangely or anything?
No,
Oh.
I just can't believe that Naomi is an enemy spy. I refuse to accept that.
I don't want to believe it either, but
Don't say it, Snake.
Dawaj save'a. Bum, 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 bum. No, kurwa tego, gadki. Zoom. Nie ma tu żadnych kamer? Nie ma. Melodia. Tam może być fan. Aha. Uj, nie, ma maśkę amerykańską. A racje by się przydały. Ach, kurwa, daj telefon.
Snake, it's me again.
how's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his third security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Trzeba udupić teraz. Teraz będzie chyba cutscenka, kurwa, z tym. Liquid! Tak na tego trzeba wejść, albo... Dobra. Mam nadzieję, że nie ma Claymore'ów. Że nie zdupił. Okej. Okay. Przepiki. Haps, Stinger Missile. To się bardzo przyda na Melogira. Wstamy na Melogira. Hop. To by nie fajnie zrobić, że tak z tego przejścia. Teraz jesteśmy na Melogira. Railgun. Co znowu?
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile.
O kurwa, z
It
railguna
doesn't
może
use
strzelać.
fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to
Niewykrywalna
develop
dla
one until
radarów, o
now?
kurwa.
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept.
Kurwa, nie
And
da
on
rady
top
jej
of that,
tej
it's got a
przechwycić.
surface-piercing
Ojej.
warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
Ten kurwa wszystko.
Changed, Colonel.
I
Jebany.
won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker
Co
gave
się
me
wyrabia?
optical disc with
Kurwa,
all the
Metal
test
Gear,
data.
no.
What? Do you still have it?
Ravena ujebałem przed chwilą, za trzecim podejściem.
The terrorists
Zjadły
have
go
replaced
kruki.
the dummy warhead with a real
Teraz
warhead.
do Takona,
Once
znaczy
they
do
input the detonation
Metal
codes,
Geara
they
idę.
should be ready to
Finału.
launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical
I
to the
tyle,
real
no,
thing,
i
so
co?
I think so.
Pod
Did you
wodą.
find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Tyle. Może sobie zawsze oglądać ten moment, ale on nie był za długi, wiesz? Nie był za długi ten moment. O, skąd fajnie, bo można zobaczyć Ocelota, bodajże rewolwer i Liquida. Także dużo cię nie ominęło. O, tam z windą zjechałem, 4 typów zabiłem, to tyle. No i zabiłem miniganowca i tyle. Teraz będzie najważniejszy moment. Bo tak naprawdę to końcówka już, nie? O kurwa! Ale przypał. Jak ja mam to niby pokonać? Co go kurwa zastrzelić, wbiec tam na siłę? Próbujemy. Przepika od razu, bo tam widziałem kamerę. Amunicja to mnie nie obchodzi, bo to koma. Ach, dawaj ten telefon. Także mówię ci, dużo ci nie ominęło.
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet.
A z tym wielkim Ravenem walka wyglądała tak, że on biegał kurwa z miniganem, a jego ze Stingera jebałem i to tyle, nie? Wyjebałem się 2 razy, w tym raz na swojego Claymura stanąłem. Końcóweczka.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah. And Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear
Ciekawa ta
deterrent
fabuła
theory.
tu jest.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Będzie. Return in your position! Kurwa, raz. To jest wejście do Metal Geara, czyli ja muszę jeszcze jedną trafika zużyć, bo tu będzie kamera. Ona to chyba wygląda, że hej, Dalwersy może. Pograć będzie trochę można. Rozpierdol tam jest równy, nie?
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington.
A powiem ci, że Helda i Wersy ciężka gra, kurwa, czasem jest. To nie jest takie chodzenie i rozpierdalanie, ciężka gra jest, kurwa. Można powiedzieć, na wyższych poziomach.
No, there's been a change. The new target is Locknor, China.
Why, boss?
Kurwa, w
I'm
Chinów chcą
sure
uderzać.
neither you nor
Uderzyć,
Mr.
żeby te
Glukovich
wojnę
would
chyba.
really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top secret talks between both countries'
No, ja
leaders.
dzisiaj ukończę to.
And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and
Metal
highly
Gear został do
destabilizing
ubicia,
nuclear weapon to the Chinese.
kilka walk
Do you think
z
that will do to
Ocelotem
the
i...
US's reputation? Or the president's?
Jelo! Drugi raz
TBT.
przejdę
That means the China and
MGS-a,
India.
ogólnie jedynkę.
I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
Chyba ten Metal Gear to będzie ciężka bitwa. Pamiętam, kurwa, że tam było trochę omijania rakiet, jakiś kurwa chuj wie jak to pokonać.
Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new
Nie
nuclear
pamiętam.
weapon so bad he can taste it.
Na miliard
If
po
Russia wants to
Fingerem, ale...
regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Tylko, że to teraz będzie bitwa, czy to później? Nie pamiętam, czy będzie musiał gdzieś...
Golukovich, he's no warrior, he's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000
W ogóle bez
soldiers.
podczerwieni przyszedłem grę,
If
ale...
we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome Soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest
No,
in
bo będą mogli
revival
jebać
of Mother
nukami, a
Russia.
mają ich tu od zajebania w tej bazie, że nie wiadomo będzie skąd strzelają i kto strzela.
This place, outer heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Właśnie, bo jeszcze ta Meryl
She's
żyje.
Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl.
She's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
A to wygrzebał w końcu coś.
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1.
Czyli mamy klucza, w zasadzie klucz, który w sobie ma 3
Can you see the
pozostałe.
input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right.
Z lewej do prawej.
The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on
O
that
kurwa,
key
mają
stick.
mnie. O, jeszcze karta mu wypadła, kurwa. O Jezu. Nie mogło być łatwo i na sam dół. Patrz ile leci, jak długo, kurwa, myślę...
This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Kurwa, ale lipa. Ale lipa.
You've got to get that key.
Teraz biec na dół trzeba. O Jezu, jeszcze z alarmem. A ci już od razu tu. Ciekawe ile tu będziesz, że tylko ten jeden będzie mnie gonił? Trzeba tak, na drugą stronę zejść na sam dół. Nie wiem, gdzieś znaleźć tą kartę. Aha, dobra, to zaraz mnie zgubi, on tu nie wejdzie. Nikogo nie ma, elegancko. Return to your position. No dobra. Gdzie ona dokładnie spadła, to nie mam pojęcia, nie pamiętam. A chyba gdzieś w tej wodzie. Tam na dole, zobaczymy. Jak się nie mylę, to trzeba zejść po ten klucz, wrócić na górę, ich tam już nie będzie. Chyba włożyć ten klucz. I chyba zacznie się bitka. No tak, zobaczmy najpierw tutaj, a zaraz w tej wodzie. To coś... Myślę, że coś tam jest. Nie ma nic. A! Kurwica, ale ma zasięg. Pierdzielone. A, życie mi to zabiera. Nie wiem dlaczego ta woda, czy to jest jakaś toksynka. Nie pamiętam gdzie ta karta, kurwa, spadła. Famasado Ration. Nie widzę w ogóle rzeczy pod wodą. Może ona gdzieś... Jest, Palkej. Mówiłem, że będzie gdzieś... Wiedziałem, pamiętałem to, że jest. Tylko, że tutaj nie wiem dlaczego w tej wersji nie widać kompletnie co jest pod wodą, albo... Ty, wstawaj, chłopie! Jakaś toksyna mi tam... Teraz jeszcze wymanewrałeś tego frajera, bandyta. Na górze. Gorzej, że tam są te kurwa metalowe te. Podłoga, te kraty i on będzie słyszał jak będę podbiegał do niego, nie mogę go złapać ani nic. Udusić, jak mysz. No najgorzej jak się ktoś pierwszy raz gra w tą grę, kurwa, wiedzieć gdzie co, jak, po co, gdzie pójść i po co jest ciężko. Jeszcze jak się nie czyta tych dialogów, które i tak są złożone. Zobaczymy, czy mnie tu zobaczy. Mam cichą nadzieję, że nie. Chodziłem po las teraz. Kurwa, mogłem przebiec. Nie mów, że on tu... O kurwa, on tu wchodzi. Kurwa, bliet. Na wszelki wypadek. Jakby się miał kolejny pojawić. Dobra. Aha, tu nie trzeba trzefika rzucać, bo i tak jest przejście. No dobra. Nie, trzeba. Dobra. We got it! Sure.
Number 1, confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2, freeze the key.
Ta, mrożenie. Kopko! Miało być od lewej do prawej. O chuj tu chodzi. Czyżby o taką się pomylił? Niedobrze. Kurwa. Trzeba dzwonić do niego. Bo coś się zjebało. Zaraz mnie radar zobaczy. O Rakon, mów co jest grane.
Next you've got to cool the card key. Where should I do that?
O kurwa.
This is Alaska. Go outside. It's cold everywhere. But
Dobra.
you're close to the warehouse where you fought Raven, right? That place is right in the middle of the permafrost layer, and there's no heat.
Dobra, już wiem wszystko, ale jaja. Nie włożę karty, dopóki ją nie zmrożę, a później na ostatnim nie włożę karty. Nie rób Snake, kurwa mi animacji. Nie chcę tego, nie tak, rąk. Muszę teraz iść do Ravena, schłodzić kartę, wrócić tu, włożyć. Iść później do... Aha. Do tych wulkanów, co tam są. Rozgrzać znowu kartę. My God. Wiedziałem, że jest jakiś haczyk tutaj. Cicho, tam leżysz. A, zapomniałem o tym momencie, że to nie będzie takie włożę kartę, już będę się bił tam kurwa z Metal Gearem, no. Dość to szybko chyba można zrobić. Szybkie przejścia. Rura na pewniaka. Na pewniaka. Za szybko się do skrótu. Co? Pojebało? Pojebało? Aż tutaj normalnie ślugasa jednego odpalę, bo... Co? Nie wolno, kurwa. Chuj w to. Chuj w to. Daj spokój. Daj spokój! Człowieku. Zoom. No, tu trochę było takie kurwa wydłużenie rozgrywki przez Hideo Kojimę, żeby wrócić się do tych momentów wszystkich. Aha, dobra. No co zrobisz, jak nic nie zrobisz? No kurwa, no. Musi się coś dziać. Do wasy. Fail dział, ja pierdolę. Nie w chuja zaczęli zrobić. Tu się z Ravenem pizgałem. Ciekawe, czy zostało jeszcze minigun po nim. Jest, chłopak. Tak jak mówił, że nic po nim nie zostanie. Wróci do matki natury, kurwa. Zjadły go jebane kukały. Nie wiem, czy mam to trzymać w tym. Czy po prostu mam sobie pobiegać chwilę. Przydałoby się jakiś racjon, kurwa, czy coś by się pojawiło. Mercedes Drive. Chwileczkę trzeba tu chyba będzie pobiegać, bo nie było czegoś takiego, że tu się wsadzało gdzieś tę kartę. Nie jest dźwięk za głośno, kurwa? Muzyka w sensie? Jeśli tak mi się czasami wydaje. Czekaj, albo gdzieś... Ale tu powinni być chyba strażnicy, kurwa, to... Albo czekaj.
Snake, it looks like you changed the card key's shape correctly. Go and put it into the middle terminal in the control room before it warms up and changes back to its original shape.
Czyli szybko muszę teraz napierdalać, dobra. Tylko, że to mi nic nie pokazało, że jest zamarznięta, ani nic. Jest, dobra, zmieniła się. Dobra, zmieniła się na niebieską. Też ciekawą mechanikę tutaj zrobili, jak na taką starą gierkę, kurwa. Nie w chuja zrobiło to. Pyk, 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 pyk. Mek, kurwa. Tego, no. Zoom. Pa, na jednej nóżce, kurwa, przechodzę tą gierkę, pa. Na jednej nóżce. Okej, kurwa, gramy w te klasy. Raz, dwa, trzy, na hulajnodze, kurwa, na wrotce zapierdala. No, miał łeb do gier. Znaczy ma, to do dnia dzisiejszego. No Death Stranding to też jest, kurwa, trochę... On zawsze robi takie specyficzne gry. On zrobił pierwszą grę, kurwa, o skradance, taką Metal Geara, a później zrobił kuriera, kurwa, tego. Znaczy Metal Gear reszta. I później zrobił tego Death Stranding, czyli, kurwa, gra o kurierze, nie? Chodzisz z paczkami i to tyle. Po 10 to jest chyba najlepsza gra na świecie. Jeśli chodzi o oceny, nie? To chyba nie przebiło... Kurwa, chodzi ten maślak. A mi się, kurwa, granaty kończą. O, bez granata. Złapać wczucie. No, ogólnie, no kurwa, grafika to tam jest rozjebana, nie? Nie ma, kurwa, gry z taką grafiką jak tam, nie? No nie widziałem bynajmniej, żeby była tak fotorealistyczna i te, kurwa, ruchy tego gościa, nie? teraz od razu działa. Kurwa, jak ja będę przechodził te etapy, jak mi się kurwa kończy tego. Granaty.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2.
I number 3, czyli trzeba cieplutko zrobić je.
Warm the key.
Warm the key, dokładnie. No jest tylko jedno miejsce, gdzie można warm the key zrobić. Ja nie wiem, jak ja przejdę przez te kurwa tam na dole teraz, jak ja już nie mam granatów tutaj. Może tu fanty będą jakieś. No, ratuję. Albo mam pomysł, nie będę tracił granatu, a po prostu zapierdolę czapę Quensa. Kurczę, tu jest od razu zoom na 8 postawiony i chuj, nie masz... Ty, chuj, ty, nie ma radarku, nic. Snajperką, zobacz, kurwa. Łatwiutko. Tak, gdzie to? Stan grenade elegancko, czepików nie mam, także full wypad jest. Nie zrespiło się tu nic? Gdzie to? Na początku mi się ciężko grało w Metal Gear, ale teraz jak już sobie pograłem trochę, czucie mam, to już wiem, kurwa, jak tu manewrować szybko, mniej więcej broń, jaką, kurwa, szybko wyciągać, nie? Co tego, co tamtego, co tego, kurwa. A muzyka genialna, w ogóle. Marzy mi się, jakby wyszedł Soul River 1, 2 i 3. Jest, sir. Kupuję na premierę. Remastera. Ludzie wypierdolili, odgrzewany kotlet. Kurwa, odgrzał, to by mnie nie... Zagrałbym za każdą cenę w tą. Klasyka Soul Rivera. Bo to jest gra, właśnie, którą Piotrek grał i przeszedł, a ja nie. O kurwa, tak nie może być. A Soul River też miał klimat zajebisty. Te wampiry. A później do rosołu się jadło. Mięcho ja. Kurwa. Ale to był łeb zryty. Kurwa, daj spokój. Jajo, daj. Dobra, he. A można to przejść tak o. Można przejść bez tego. O, czapiki się zrobiły. O, Darkstone, ostatnio sobie oglądałem. O, są chłopy. Ostatnio sobie, powiem ci, że poglądałem Darkstone'a trochę. Też nie była długa gra, ale kurwa i ta muzyczka. Dyn, dyry, dyn, coś tam. Dark wanna shine. Tyry, tyry, ty. Dark wanna shine. Nere, nere. Za do, kurwa. Z złotego denara mogła ci pośpiewać kobieta. A Dark gonna shine. Jeśli wchodziło do dungeonu, to kurwa były te schodki, dum. A my mieliśmy kiedyś na telefon to, kurwa. Tylko nie pamiętam jak, skąd my to braliśmy. No, tak było. A Dark gonna shine. Get on the coś tam forever. God wanna shine. Poszły, kurwa! Poszły! Do roboty! A nie siedzieć, kurwa, na poręcze. Bajejach. Może nie tak. Na jednej nóżce. Wolę zapierdala na jednej nodze, na wrocie, pal wrotę stąd. O kurwa, telefon dostałem. Co to spierdala sobie?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
To w zasadzie teraz idę po tą kartę zgrzać, wracam tu i kurwa
Have you
ostatnia
ever
prosta.
heard of something called fox dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind
To
of
godzinki
virus
czasu i chyba
that
tyle.
targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, decoy octopus, die of something that looked like a heart
No
attack?
właśnie, ten atak serca co umierali, co co?
Apparently, fox dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
Czyli to jest te...
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him
Kupiłbym
myself.
Darksona, jakby był na konsolę,
Colonel,
na
what's
PS4.
new
tam,
with the
kurwa.
Naomi situation?
Kupiłbym.
I just placed Naomi
Ale
under
takie gry nie
arrest.
wyjdą, kurwa.
Arrest?
She was
Albo
sending coded
sekret
messages
jedyneczka
towards the
na
Alaskan
PS,
base.
jakby
I
wyszło.
didn't
O
want to believe
Jezus,
it,
kurwa.
but she must be
Jedyneczka.
working with the terrorists.
Mroczny
Are you
elf i
sure?
chuj.
I'm afraid so.
A to
She's
była
being
fest pojebana
interrogated
gra i
now.
długa.
What kind of interrogation?
Jeszcze był ten dodatek na
I'd
level
like to
większy, tam
avoid the
kurwa
rough
genialne.
stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
A mogliby to robić, kurwa. Jak Diablo robią, to mogliby i to zrobić, kurwa, ale kto się za to podejmie?
I can't believe it.
That means the fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Albo kurwa tego Cold Wintera, albo nie Siphon Fighter, tylko kurwa jak ta gra się nazywała, o tych kurwa małpach i tak dalej, ten wirus co był. Time Splitter, co? Też bym kurwa ciapnął. Mówią, że pracują, coś tam ktoś pracuje kurwa nad Time Splitterem, ale nie wiadomo czy nie zawieszą tego produkcji. O, żeż chuj by was w dupę tam. Klemy tu są. O, racjon full, bardzo dobrze. To jest to działko jeszcze jedno. Chciałbym tak przejść, żeby nie wyjebać się w tej klejmury, co są rozstawione, bo to nie mogę radarku sobie ustawić. Patrz ile klejmurów, kurwa. Galaryta, tylko bęk, sprężynka. Kurwa, nie strasz mnie, ale mi się przestraszyłem. Jest mi chuj. No to do roboty, do góry. O, tu przynajmniej nie będzie tego jazdy, tylko będzie o cutscenka i tyle. Chyba. No. O, to jest dobre. Szybko, pyk, 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 myk, 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 myk. O kurwa, opcję włączyłem aż. Się zjebało coś. Ile roboty? Zagrzać kartę. Ale ciekawe, czy to faktycznie działa tak, że jak kurwa za długo będę wzlekał, czy ona się tam, nie wiem, schłodzi, czy tam ten. Ciekawe. Galaretka. Dobra, rura. 7, ostatnia karta do otworzenia wszystkiego, co jest możliwe. Były jeszcze drzwi, pamiętam w jednym miejscu. O kurwa. Dobrze, pochodzimy troszeczkę. Pójdziemy tam, gdzie jest największe temperatury. Chyba tutaj. Ach, mnie kurwa... Aj, mnie tego, nie? tu chyba powinno wystarczyć. Ale weźmiemy do takonka. Nie mi poradzi. Czy to już?
Naomi's an enemy spy.
Och, ten,
I
kurwa.
can't believe it.
I don't want to believe it either, but
Snake, leave it to Colonel Campbell. You've got to concentrate on re-inputting that detonation code.
you're right.
Somewhere warm? What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape.
Właśnie
You
o
need
to
to
chodzi.
hurry on the way back.
Kurwa. Szybciutko będę musiał przejść przez te lodowate to. Maraton jest jakiś. No tu powinna być temperatura. O kurwa, coś tu jest. Jezus, jaki agresywny, już. Nie, gdzie? Uj, jebane, ale się namierzyło. O, jebane. Input or overdrive. Chwilę muszę chyba tu poczekać, tak mi się wydaje, albo... Bo nie wiem, gdzie jest jeszcze gorętsze miejsce niż tutaj. Zobaczymy. Jak tam pochodziłem i się już tego zrobiło, no to... Jest. A zadzwonimy jeszcze do mistrza. Niech nam poradzi, czy już?
Looks like you changed the shape correctly. The last card key goes in the far right terminal in the control room. But be careful. If you're in a cold place for too long, it'll change back to its
No
original
właśnie.
shape.
To jest najgorsze, że tam są strażnicy. Jak się kurwa wylosuje tak, że oni będą gdzieś przechodzili, no to dupa, kurwa, będę musiał tu wracać. Ja bardzo, bardzo tego nie chcę. Więc speedrun robimy. Na pamięć. Przez te windy, nie windy. Do majtek karty trzeba włożyć i kurwa trzymać. Koniec. Tylko boję się z tym momentem, tam gdzie są na dole klejmury, bo tam będę musiał się kurwa czołgać. Nie wiem ile mogę mieć, na ile sobie mogę pozwolić zwlekania z biegiem tam gdzieś do tego control room. No szybciutko to porobić, żeby nie było straty czasu w postaci powrotu tutaj, bo kurwa bym się zżygał. Na jednej nóżce bym musiał biec, tak o. Musimy biec na jednej nóżce. Kurwa. Trening czyni mistrza z tym klikaniem na prąd. Kurwa. Ciutko, granat w łapie, rura. Puśćcie mnie już. Please. A, Hideo Kojima lubię się bawić czasem, tak troszeczkę to. Nie wiem, czy mogę od razu wbiec, czy... Chuj tam. Cichutko, cichutko tam. Ping! Już jedziemy, koniec. Don't fire we mnie. Chłopie, ty. Klucznik Bodziejo. Te kruki jeszcze się nie znudziły jebane, dalej będą tu fruwać. W takiej bazie, zamiast wylecieć sobie na zewnątrz i zamarznąć na laskę. Kurwa, Kojima. Zawsze robi gry do jak to się nazywa? O!
Snake, can you hear me?
O kurwa, proszę bardzo.
What the hell?
Ta
Campbell
co,
and Ned are busy
kurwa,
right
ten.
now. I'm on a different codec.
Co nam
Naomi,
powie?
is what the colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I
Och,
don't know my real name
smutaczek,
or even what my
smutaczek.
parents looked like. I
Tak,
bought
o
all my
rodzinie znowu.
identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
No nawet nie wie, kurwa, nic
I
o
was
sobie.
found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty
Nie wie,
little
jak ma
orphan.
na imię naprawdę.
Rhodesia.
Nie wie nawet, ile ma lat. O kurwa, ale lipa.
Yes. Rhodesia was
Przejebane nie
owned
wiedzieć,
by
ile ma się lat.
England until 1965 and there were lots of Indian laborers
Wyglądasz na
around.
30, chuj nie wiesz, czy masz
That's
30, czy
probably
masz
where I got
mniej.
my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
Frank Jagger.
What?
Co?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
O
His father
kurwa,
held together Frank and I.
Frank
He
Jagger.
protected me. He's my one connection.
Gray Fox to jest
Only
przecież ten
connection I
ninja.
have to my past.
And he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Jak dobrze rozumiem, to ten ninja to jest jej.
You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes.
Huh?
That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi,
Czyli
you
ona
didn't kill that
przełączyła.
doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
Ta tepa była pojebana. Ciężka w chuj.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating
Ciekawy wirus,
TNF
kurwa.
epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox dye.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole
Tu się
truth.
wybierają, kurwa, kto ma dostać zawał serca przez tego,
The real
przez
thing I
wirusa.
wanted to tell
Ciekawe.
you was...
Wybrane osoby mogą,
Snake.
kurwa, zabijać.
Hey, what are you doing?
O kurwa, ktoś wpadł tam.
Snake!
Naomi.
Mają ją.
Snake. I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
No dobra, koniec pierdolenia. Faktycznie, może zajmijmy się pierw Metal Gearem, później będziemy gadać o kto zginie przez wirusa, kto nie zginie, kto wybiorą, kto nie wybiorą. Teraz trzeba rurę robić, bo tu na karta mi zaraz się ochłodzi i dupa będzie. Rura. Ruraczos. Gaming. Jamming. Teraz kurwa prościutko. Skręć któreś? Ale by mnie zobaczył, kurwa. Ładniej porobiłem tu, szybciutko, kurwa. Pek, 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 mek, mek, mek. Ale tutaj nie ma opcji, kurwa, to muszę pierdolnąć cwaniaka. No to już nie jest zimno, to nie powinno być problemu z kartą. Wkładamy i GG, kurwa. Zobaczymy, co będzie dalej. No, jak dobrze wiemy, teraz będzie ostatnie już starcie. Ostatnie starcia, przepraszam, bodajże 3. Metal Gear, Liquid i Liquid. I Grand de Finale. Dostanę najprawdopodobniej, jak się jakoś dobrze przejdzie grę, aczkolwiek ja chyba nie przeszedłem, bo tam umarłem kilka razy. Się dostaje bariery, jakieś bronie, jakieś kurwa kamuflaże niewidzialności później, jakąś skończoną amunicję czy coś takiego, także do odblokowania co nie to tu jest. Pewnie kilka razy trzeba przejść grę, a to jest spoko. Kurwa, jestem pastuch tam. Easy, easy, easy. Ładnie się złożyło, że Polas w pizdu. Easy, easy, easy. Na jednej nóżce tam wbijam. Kurde. Dawaj ten komputer, chłopie. Funny, it's funny. O kurwa! Ale kurwa zrobili nas. O chuj. Przecież deaktywację zrobiliśmy, a tu...
Thank you, Snake.
O kurwa,
Now the
co?
detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
Co?
You found the key. and even activated the warrior
Czekaj, to
force
nie jego głos jest, kurwa.
Really must express my
Ty,
gratitude.
teraz sobie uświadomiłem, że to
Sorry to have
kurwa...
involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
Wykorzystali nas.
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh?
Ale nas zrobili.
You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the
Kurwa,
world
ale
glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Właśnie o to chodzi.
You're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home.
O
He's
kurwa.
been dead for at least 3 days.
Od 3 dni nie żyje.
My codec link with Master was cut off.
A ja z kim gadałem, kurwa? I ja pierdolę, to jest Liquid.
Coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Kurwa, zaciupali Mastera.
You've been talking to
me, dear brother.
O kurwa, Liquid, mówiłem. Yeah.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Kurwa, wiedziałem, że coś jest nie tak. Od początku gry, ty. Co ja mam zrobić? Kurwa, potrzebuję hakera. Dzwonimy.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Dobra, czekamy. Ta, tylko że to nie są, to, bo ogólnie oni zostali stworzeni z DNA takiego jednego Big Bossa, super żołnierza. I z tego DNA zrobili Snake'a i Liquida. I Snake wyszedł jako ten gorszy taki i słabszy brat, nie? Liquid ten taki lepszy, mocniejszy, silniejszy. I dlatego tylko są braćmi. Że z jednego DNA, nie że od jednej matki, nie? Tut! Uciekł tam, skurwysyny. Ty. Takie cyrki.
Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech President and Decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged. along with the bodies of the genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No
Ale
doubt.
pojebane to jest wszystko.
But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech President and Decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
Czyli
Bug in the virus's programming.
mnie ten wirus i Liquida nie może ubić.
If it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Brothers.
Twins.
Bliźniaki.
But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes.
Dokładnie, bliźniaki, ale to właśnie z tymi genami tylko
You
związane.
got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can
No
you
nie, to
understand
Snake
what
był
it's like
tym
to know that
lepszym
you're
bliźniakiem, a ten był
garbage since the
słabszym.
day you were born? But
I tak to było.
father chose.
So that's why you're so
Chyba.
obsessed with Big Boss.
Albo na odwrót, nie
Some
wiem, nie
more
wiem.
kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just
Fear.
like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah! Snake,
To dobrze,
your
wskoczył.
blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother!
Metal Gear.
Now I'll
Został
show
uruchomiony.
you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century!
It's moving. How do I stop it?
No i pojawia się problem, bo trochę wielki jest ten Metal Gear. No okej. Let's go. A, jeszcze nie. No dobra. Żarty się kończą. Kurwa, bo... Jeszcze nie. Still waiting. Kui, kurwa. Roketa z dupy. Kurwa. można na chwilę stanąć, nie? Ale mam pomysł jeszcze jeden. Może to zadziała na rakiety? Może. No coś działa, bo dalej lecą. Kurwa, lecę po tego rapiona. Szybki switche. To on się ładuje, czy co? Oho, ładuje się. A nie, dobra, chuja mi zrobił. Nie trafię go, bo muszę być centralnie. No, tu trzeba będzie dużo tego używać, nie? I kolejny cios dostanę, no niestety. Ale mam rapiona połączonego, tak mi chuja zrobił. Kurwa, nie trafiłem, to jest bardzo niedobre. Siadło! Jeszcze raz. To jest po wszystkim. Jak na razie. Kurwa, dostanę. Ciąg. Będę finał. Pięknie poszło. I teraz ktoś przybędzie tutaj, kurwa. Ale no niestety, tego, będzie tamtego. Rękami go trzyma. Grey Fox. Jaki silny jebany. W ogóle zamiast miecza to już ma jakiś karabin w ręce, nie? I to już zmontowany jakby. Ale rozjebał go.
Why? What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
O kurwa, to on zabił Naomi i rodziców.
And couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised
Też ją chciał
her
ten.
like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me.
Dlatego on chce jakby zginąć.
That I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat.
Czyli?
I'll stop it from moving.
I to jest ten prezent? Kurwa, niedobrze. Czy to co rzucił tam? Czy to było? O kurwa. O, laserkiem. Rękę mu jebą. A ten nic dalej.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use Royal Harriers.
Fox.
How
Masą
strong
kurwa tego.
is
No
that
to Jira go zgniótł.
exoskeleton of yours? Are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. Destroy the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the code name.
Rozjebał mu ten, że teraz nie może się zamykać. Musi być na zewnątrz. O kurwa.
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too.
Aha, czyli jak strzelę, to zabiję go też. Kurwa. Nie mogę strzelić. Can't do it. It's no good. Kurwa, nie mogę strzelić. W sumie on się przestanie męczyć, nie? Ale nie mogę strzelić nawet, chuj tam. O kurwa. Tyloma tonami go zgniótł. Kurwa. Wow, kurwa.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Kurwa, ale go zrobił sobie papkę. To jeszcze laserkiem teraz kurwa pod te zdestosowuje. Przepiski muszę znaleźć, bo będę miał zaraz problemów w chuj. Teraz będę miał problem. To idzie to wymanewrować. Kurwa, ominęło go. To jest kurwa gruby problem. Nie trafię go tak. Cios za cios, nie, bardzo niedobrze. Jebany. Jest, szczepiki tu są, dobra. No, na razie ich trzymaj się. Piona, 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 nara. Piona bym zebrał. Jest, Metal Gear, koniec. Nic, jak kończę tu gierkę, nie? To jest chwila, mowy, koniec już będzie. Piona. Ale zjebło. To Metal Gear. teraz.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
O, ciekawe, kurwa. Tylko, że są głupi, czy coś byli ci strażnicy.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! (1991), the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool! They're a complete failure! We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Będzie bitka z Liquidem. Jeszcze nie. Jeszcze popierduszki troszeczkę. Meryl! Tak jest, a koło niej bomba. Przestrzelone nogi, ręce, kurwa.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a PDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
No to zapytamy.
Colonel, can you
To jak
hear me?
my mamy ręce
Yes, I'm
włączane.
listening. What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
Ten
The
Cornel to
Secretary of
jest
Defense
kurwa
has
też
taken
niezły
over active
ananasek.
control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What for?
to bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, P-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-61-13 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
O kurwa.
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that
Ale
he
jaja.
was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
To za chujec. To za chujec. Minister obrony, czy chuje jaki tam.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine.
Let's go!
Beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle.
Bomba, jak
This
mówiłem.
nuclear module is set
Nuclear.
to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
O kurwa. Nie mam plecaczka, żadnych broni. 3 minutki.
If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
Kurwa, czas leci, ty.
Have at you, Snake.
Let's go! Nic nie mamy. O kurwa, to nie będzie łatwe. No może. A, wiedziałem, że coś jest kurwa nie tak. A, kurwica. No, zabawne w chuj. Kurwa, jest, dostał. Minuta mi została. Kurwa, nie mogę go trafić, ale chujowe sterowanie. Spadłem. Ach, nie trafiłem go. To nie będzie łatwe. Kurwa, zdechnie on, czy nie? Ty. Zbagował się. Nie spadł? Nie może spaść. Jeszcze trochę, kurwa, damy radę. Spadł! 52 sekundy. Spadł! Kurwa, leć, że na dół. Ajajaj. Spadnę. Wiem, że Little chory, ale kurwa... Nie mogę cię trafić, ziomek. Kurwa, Max, Snake, co ty robisz? Jeszcze kurwa jeden kop, 20 sekund, 25. Koniec! Jest, spadł kurwa w pizdu. Jest. No w takiej wysokości nie mógł mu, jak on mówił, nawet Snake przeżyć, więc on też nie może przeżyć. Ale to będzie tak, że on przeżyje jak nie jest.
Meryl?
Snake, is that you?
Nie, to nie ja. To Liquid.
Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that.
Torturowali
I
ją.
was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me.
Faktycznie ona się
It gave
zakochała.
me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl.
Fiu, 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 fiu.
That's my Kodak.
Kto to dzwoni? Kto może dzwonić, kurwa? Kornela zawinęli.
Snake,
O.
it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take
No
care of
ta.
security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon. This is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Dobry chłop.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
No i dobre. Rura.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Rura. Rura. Ona ma nogi rozjebane, to jak ona ma? Aha. Ole zajebała tego. Mhm.
Snake.
No.
Koniec pogadów, kurwa, ran.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
No
Let's
może
get out of
chodzi?
here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
A ona?
Hurry up.
A może biegać już z przestrzelonymi nogami, rękoma. I ma już kapotę, aha. Okej.
Looking good, Snake.
Dobra, kurwa, ran. Cholera.
Hurry!
Mogę wrócić? Mogę. 9 minut 57 sekund, okej. Fanty. Wszystko się wali, w pizdu już.
I'll drive.
Okej.
Damn, surveillance camera.
No ta kobieta.
Damn, no keys.
Ty! Ja nie mam kurwa plecaka.
Right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Ale gdzie? Do którego? Okej. Okay. Kurwa, dosiekał.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon gun. Shoot him, Snake.
Ale się obraca, kurwa, powoli. Da. Ale chujowizna. Aha, ja miałem rozjebać beczki, no to fajnie żeby. Dobra. Ostatnie proste. Da. Takiemu. Siema. Ba.
Uh-oh, Snake. Check it. Here they come. We'll never make it.
Jak
Okay,
nie?
Snake, let's go.
Ale ta pierdziela.
We're not out of the woods yet. Here they come.
Muszę ich zabić, kurwa, ale to nie jest łatwe celować tym karabinkiem. A poza tym to są Gin Soldier, wytrzymali w cholerę. Dawaj, 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 jedź! Jebany. Przeżył, nie? Lepiej. Ale nie zajęło. Cios za cios. Chyba się celuje trochę. Twardy. Gin, żeż! Nie wiem jak celować, żeby go ratnąć trochę. To przodu mu jebie, daj mi żyje, dawaj. Ja trzeba. Kurwa, ile życia ma. Nie ma życia w ogóle, to jest kurwa nieskończone. Cios za cios, zaraz rapion mi pójdzie. Już właśnie. O kurwa, dobra. Strzelanie tu było pewnie po to, żeby każdy strzał to jego kurwa jakby spowolnienie, że nie mógł strzelać we mnie.
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake! Snake!
Metal Gear to Metal Gear, kurwita. I co teraz? Fo. Fox, daj, bo to wpadł. Fox. Ale fuks, że teraz to zadziałało. Koniec Liquida.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Właśnie, gdzie bombowce?
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
O!
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington
nic
isn't
nam nie
stupid enough to
nie
use
grozi.
nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
Czego nas to nie zabiło do cholery?
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Koniec, kurwica, koniec. Grande final. MGS-ik ukończony.
Born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were, and I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
I koniec końców poratował trochę ludzi. Grande finale! Wunderbar! Kurwa. Pięknie.
Let's keep it
Jest,
as a reminder.
Of what?
Opaska.
A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you.
O, cholera,
Maybe
cholera.
that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
David to jest ten. David ten, co głos mu daje.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
David Hatter, coś tam?
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou.
Caribou.
To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all,
you. Och, kurwica. Romantyk.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
GG! $60,000, kurwa, tych. $26,000. Głowic nuklearnych w świecie jeszcze było. O. I tak się kończy Metal Gear Solid 1. Genialna gierka, kurwa. Drugi raz ją przechodząc, nie pamiętając w zasadzie większości. Elegancko mi się grało. Stare gry rządzą. Kazuki Murako, proszę. Asystent, wszystko. Hideo Kojima, Hideo Kojima, Hideo Kojima, Hideo Kojima. Chyba wszystko Hideo Kojima. Sam wszędzie mógłby wszystko robić, ale Hideo Kojima, do wszystkiego Hideo Kojima. Script director Hideo Kojima. Wszędzie. David Hayter, o, coś takiego się nazywał ten kurwa aktor, co daje głos Snake'owi. GG. Ale ta muzyczka fajna jest. To jakaś szwedzka muzyka. O, niedźwiadek jedzący rybkę, plujący elegancko. Alaska, ładne miejsce. Grzyby. Będzie jeszcze w soundach Hideo. Hideo. Ciekawe co dostanę po tych napisach, czy coś dostanę, jakieś kurwa bajery. I staty ciekawy jestem, statystyk, ile razy się wysypałem, ile razy spróbowałem VR training, bo to ja nie przyszedłem. Zostało zakupić dwójeczkę, trójeczkę już mam, dwójeczkę ukończyć i trójeczkę. No ale dwójeczka niby jest uważana za chyba najgorszą, ale nie była najgorsza dla mnie bynajmniej, jak grałem kiedyś. Tomomi Yamanaka. Proszę bardzo. Ciekawe jestem, ile kurwa będzie miał Steam. Też takie po 3 godzinki i kurwa tu też z 3 godzinki idealnie po 3 godzinki tam dziennie idzie. Directed by Hideo Kojima. I co teraz? Jeszcze są jakieś pewnie smaczki przeważnie na koniec.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life.
Choose
And
life.
then live.
And the winner is... Say hi to God. Metal Gear Solid.
Yes, sir.
Jest,
The
okej.
entire unit was wiped out. Those two are
No
still
taką.
alive.
Ocelot.
The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data.
Z kim on
No,
rozmawia,
sir.
Ocelot?
My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am.
O kurwa, czekaj. Ocelot to jest...
Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of.
Tylko DARPA Chief wiedział, kim jest Ocelot.
Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus.
Solidus.
What
Co
should
to
I
jest?
do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance.
Że ją obserwował, okej.
Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
O kurwa. Prezydent był zamieszany w to. Ale cyrk. Score! Normal. 8 godzin 37 minut 47 sekund. 5 razy zasejwowałem. Kontynuowałem 14. Being found. 27 razy zostałem odkryty. 67 zabiłem. 57 rationów użyłem. Codename Leopard. To chyba słabo. Special item. Bandanę odkryłem tylko. To dużo nie podkrywałem. Save complete mission data. Tak, sejwuj to. Storage. Sejwujemy. Deck out. Trofka. Dock. I co teraz? Nic. Koniec. Koniec Metal Geara. Specjal jeszcze jakieś są. Demo treat. VR mission. To wiadomo. Tyle. Metal Gear Solid 1 ukończony elegancko. A to zajebiście się grało. Zawijamy biznes. Tyle z mojej strony. Nara! Zawijamy biznes. Na razie. Hej.